breaking down more Beatles songs today. Money, That's What I Want, and All My Loving. We did these yesterday. I did them yesterday. I hope you guys played along as well. If you guys need the sheet music, become a member at musicbythemeasurespro.com. There's a link in the description. Memberships help us make more videos like this and write more sheet music for you guys, and we appreciate it. So we're just going to be jumping in. Like I said, we did this yesterday. These were the tempos I left off on, and the best thing I can do is just hit it again the next day. So without any more talking, let's just do that a couple more times with that tempo. 90. The next two measures in. We got that little hammer on the 1. All right, let's add those two together, otherwise, or those 4 measures together to kind of get that loop idea down. So what? Oh, it's just 2 more measures. Kind of because this is a lead-in, right, to the rest of the song. So there's a pickup. So we got this. Let's do these 4 measures, 3 measures. I have to wake up. So we got that 1 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 4 and 1, 2, 3. All right, let's get rid of this 90. Let's just hear that rhythm, see if I can get that right off the bat. And 4, 3, 4. I'm off by 1 beat. 2, 3, 4. And 2 and 3 and 4. 2, 3, 4. So I don't feel, and I had the same problem yesterday. I don't feel like my timing is. Just because of that one ghost note, right? That smaller 7 of the 2. So bear with me as I, try to figure that out. So if that was gone, it'd be 3 and 4, or 4 and 1, 4 and 1. Might be something I'm gonna have to slow down the road and fix, or just ignore. Those are my options. So deal with it being a little sloppy. I feel like when it's a different note, like when the 9s don't repeat, like later on right here, I feel like I do it rhythmically a little bit better. And 2 and 3 and 4. not hearing exactly where 1 is. My bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Good. Little shake on that hammer on yet exactly where that lands, but I think we got the idea. So let's do a little zoom out, and let's just try to do that whole intro leading into the verse. My bad. Let's zoom out a little bit more so I can see everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. So really just got to get that into my hands. So that'll take a little bit, but all right, let's speed it up. 120 or 129 is full speed, so we got a ways to go at 100 now. That all right, we're gonna do this a couple more times and then I'll slow it down and really work on getting that rhythm correct and work on that verse section as well. The extra note helps me. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm gonna quit making mistakes. Now, one of the things I notice is when I do that last measure, 1 and 2 and 3, couple different things that are happening. I usually try to do all downs there, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and when I do all downs, I play that rhythm a little bit better, especially that. But a lot of the other parts, I try to go. Decently fast tempo. So just little things, nuances I gotta watch out for. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Let's go to 110, and then we'll move on. call that good, even though I'm not playing that hammer on perfect. Otherwise, I'm gonna drive myself a little crazy. I just feel like we could probably jump into this verse. Well, let's go back to 90. And I'll do that first measure of the chorus too to kind of have a lead in. So we got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. All right, let's see how that goes. Gotta get my counting on that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. All right, let's try that again. So I'm thinking that we just do that chorus at that same tempo and just move all of these up together. Let's just do the first 4 measures, break this down again. Oops. I got to figure out how I want to do that run. Yesterday I was doing this. Yeah, I guess that's a good way to do it. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. And then probably start this with my 3rd finger. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, and. So everything, well, not everything, but a lot of stuff has changed on the end of 3, so got to watch out for that. That A, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 7s. Yeah. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. 1, and 2, and 3, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. 3, and 4, and 1. 3, and 4, and 1. All right, let's do the first 4 measures a couple more times, even though we got that lead into the B7, which throws me off. 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3. all right, first four. So you do see me changing up how I'm fretting that a little bit. I do like that pinky. 1, 2, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. That's kind of a nice little move, but I don't always like playing with my pinky that much. So I'll go back and forth between a couple different ideas. Let's do this. Let's add this verse in. Just that first measure. So we got 9s, 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and yeah, that last B7 gets me 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 3 and 4 and 1. Well, I know what reason. It's just down and upbeats. Doing that last measure as just downs really helps me play it better. Okay. Let's do that whole chorus. We'll do a measure of lead in and a measure out too. 2, 3, 4. So we're at 90. Let's go to 100. Oh, that same exact thing. Just that little lead in and lead out. and then we're just back to the verse. So why don't we do this? Let me see if there's anything else actually in this song. I'm sure there's some little variations throughout. And the solo's kind of the verse idea, or the intro idea. All right, so we're going to take this from the top. And let's get to 120. And we'll do that whole intro to the verse. Let's get rid of... Yeah, we'll get rid of this for now. I said that, but I want to keep it so I remember that I was at 90. All right, a lead in. Little rushed. 1, 2, 3, 4. So before I keep slaughtering that one idea over and over again, let's grab this 90, let's slow this down and figure out this measure. It's just what is needed at this point. I don't know if we need to go this slow, but have to hear that ghost note better. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. I think it's just more like a mechanics thing, right? Like I can't 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll work on this for like 5 or 6 minutes and then move on. 3 and 4. So, all right. And that one little time that I ran through it, I mean, I barely did it at all. I think I'm just rushing into 1. I'm probably doing the ghost note a little too quickly. 4 and 4 and 3 and 4 and 1. All right, that's what it is. So sometimes I just want to keep going fast, and that is not the answer. It's the same as when I'm teaching it to myself or to somebody else, right? We just want to go. Let's do all down strums because I think it's the way that I like to play it. So 3 and 4 and 1. Completely different, right? 3 and 4 and 1. Before I was going 3 and 4 and 1. I was rushing that, almost making it like an All right. And 4 into 1, 2. Now, a ghost note really is just implying, right? It's before the beat, so it's before the end, before that. Well, there's a tom and a snare going, and 3 and 4, bra da, da, 3 and 4. Speed that up. I just kind of got to knock out that bad rhythm and put the good one back in. 70, and then we'll just see where we're at. So I'm getting to that point where I'm kind of trying to mess around with exactly where I'm putting that. So probably being a little pickier than I need to. But it's a good thing to get comfortable enough with the rhythm that you're starting to mess around with things, right? The other thing is I'm thinking about is like relaxing, right? Relaxing my left hand a little bit as I'm playing. I like to tense up, especially when I'm doing these videos. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Cannot count. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. There we go. Okay. Let's do 80 and then we're going to move on. So let me get rid of that 80 because I don't want to have to worry about that. Let's try to do a couple more at full speed before we move to All My Lovin'. Or not full speed, but 120. So it'll be a little bit of a jump from where I just was. We'll see how I do. Pretty good, pretty good. 2, 3, 4. Two times in a row. 2 times in a row that I failed. Little things are throwing me off, but that's okay. Man. Okay. A couple more times, and then I'm going to move on. So rushing the crap out of that, and that's okay. I'm going to move on for today because I'm going to get more done. So that's a little bit of a defeat as far as I'm concerned. Just something I have to clean up. All right, All My Lovin'. Let's jump into where we were yesterday. So 100 BPM. Got to watch out for the swing in this song as well. And let's do the first 4 measures. Yeah, let's do that. checks for. Starting with that A. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like this is all enough of the same. Yeah. Let's just do that B to E a minute. So we got this 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Cool. All right, we're gonna try to do that whole. This is the intro. Whole verse 1. And I'm gonna zoom out so I can actually see the loop. See if that's enough. And I'll give myself a measure of turnaround. 2, 3, 4. So here, my problem is I cannot see enough of what's coming up. All right. Hopefully now I won't get confused with the chord order. We'll see. We'll see. Probably don't need to have that last measure on because that quite surprised me since this last measure ends on a dump. 2, 3, 4. That is actually a lot of fun. He said in his robot voice. Let's do 110. We'll just go up by a little. So starting to get the layout. Sometimes that B confuses me. There's two different variations, right? And the break of where the music's at. Now, you guys don't need a break in the music if you follow along with our printed sheet music on our website. Either one. 2, 3, 4. All right. Let's just go over the chorus because I don't remember it at all. Oh yeah, I do now. So let's keep it at 100, and we'll just do these first 4 measures. We got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, just those 4. Okay. Again, my big discussion yesterday with myself is the difference between that and a staccato, right? Sometimes I vary the line. Something I need to work on, making them sound held out long enough without being held out too long, and held out short enough without being too short. All right, feel good about all of that. Oh, the solo's different, yeah, but I like it a lot. All right, so let's do 110. I feel like all of this isn't that bad to play. Some of it is memory, right? Like if I'm running through a larger passage, I have to remember how that change goes. This I could probably zoom out enough, or I just know that it starts over on that 4. Again, I can play that all day because it's fun. What did I get the other one up to? I'll leave it at 110, and then we'll, before we're done, hit all of these at 120. All right, solo. I probably can sight read this. We're about to find out. Nice and slow at 100. Let's speed that up. Do one more. That might not be too small, but we'll zoom in 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. All right, so a couple of things I'm messing up on that I'm aware of. I want you to be aware that I'm aware, that I know, that I'm aware. Right, that little bit of a rest after that 4. Again, it's an eighth note, you know. I see the eighth note, and sometimes it's a short, really choppy note. It's not meant to be. So, you know, bear with me as I learn the part. It's probably how he actually played it. At some point, I'll listen to like the isolated tracks, which I really like to do. Someday, when I have enough confidence, or not even confidence, time might be a better thing. I'd love to record my guitar, my bass guitar on this part without ever listening to Paul's, and then just compare them back and forth. Like, what am I missing nuance-wise with his playing? I think it'd be a really good way to evaluate how you play versus how he plays. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So before we speed anything up, we're just going to go back to the beginning and speed up the first sections. So we're going up to 120, which really isn't that far away from 155. Might seem like it sometimes, but oftentimes if I can get it within like 20 to 30 BPM of it, I pretty much have the part down in the next 2 days. All right. Let's think. The biggest thing that trips me up is that B. Yeah, that B7, or like sometimes that F sharp minor, but I get lucky. All right. 4. like to end on a mistake, so that was good. So I had an idea as I was playing through that would make an awesome video. These isolated track play-alongs. And more as a like this is a sheet music play along, right? Like this is how to play the part. We talk about it, we break it down. You know, hopefully I don't look too much like an idiot. But those isolated track play alongs would be kind of fun to hear, I guess, the nuances of like, you know, how did he play that tom? Can I get my tom to sound like his, or his kick drum to sound like it? So down the road, after we get more subscribers and members, we'll do stuff like that. Right now, we don't have the time. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm trying to play it from memory now. I'm getting a little comfortable with it, but not yet. So a couple mistakes are happening just because I'm now staring off into space as I play a little bit. 2, 3, 4. Dig. We got to 130. Let's get everybody else up to that same tempo or as close as I can. So let's do the chorus at 120. And we'll do the solo at 120 or 120 and 130 and then call it a day. So it's nice for a Monday for me to actually get a long session in. I have enough time that I can do drums after this today, which makes me really excited as well. And I'm just going to aim for 2 lives a day. That means, you know, anywhere from an hour to hopefully it's an hour and a half to 2 hours of practice is kind of what I'm aiming for, which depending on what your goals are, that's what we should be doing. You should be doing as well, right? Like hopefully your life is a little bit simpler than mine. You don't have extra jobs right now, but paying the bills and everything else, trying to find an hour and a half to 2 hours of good practice in, I think is enough to really start tackling an instrument at a high level. Doing 4 different instruments at once is probably not wise. Take with that what you want. solo at 120 and then 130, and then we're calling it a day on this stuff. Take a little break, get some sun, and then come back and do drums. So now going to these quarter notes, right? It sounds a little bit slower. The drums are a little less choppy. All right, 130. All right, so for bass, that's it for today. That feels like I actually accomplished something, which it doesn't always feel that way in these videos. Probably have to do one more good session on these to get them all the way up to speed. Money probably needs a little bit more love than this one does. Again, if you guys need the sheet music or want to even just help support us make videos, when we get a new drum subscriber, we make more drum videos. When we get a new bass subscriber, we make more bass videos. So become a member at musicbythemeasurespro.com. We